Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about DIM, that is Destiny 2 Item Manager. Sorry for my English, it's not going to be perfect, and yeah, let's get right into it. So let's start from the basics from where we can download DIM. You can actually download DIM from like Microsoft Store, yeah. If you go into the Microsoft Store and you search up for, oh yeah, here's DIM. You can like download it from here and it's going to open. It's gonna tell you like login and everything. Then when you log in, you're in, and you will have a page like this.
A thing that I forgot to mention is that you can actually use DIM from your browser. Like every browser, you just go into the search bar, search up for DIM, and we click on the first link, and we're in. It will still tell you to like log in and stuff, but yeah, you can even use it like this. It's not a problem.
Let's go to the settings. So DIM has a lot of settings that you can put on. Like this will change how it looks. Like I like this one. It's dark. I always put the language in English, even though I'm Italian. Like it's gonna be easier to like communicate with everyone. Here you can like search character, so you can like move them. I like to have my hunter, my warlock, and my titan like this. You see that? Just leave it in the middle, and then my titan. But you can also like change these different ones. Then we go to groups. We have so many things that is like none, type, ready, ammo type. Like if you go to ammo type, you will see that it will like draw this one, screen, and this one are heavies. I don't really like it. I find it like messy. So I prefer to use tags, but you can like choose whatever you want. You can like separate them from lines. Also here you can like activate things. Like I put that tags are like more important than power level. So they're like this. If I like, you see that there's a little heart right here, but if you go into an item and if you tag it and you go to favorite, it will add, and it's gonna be right here. But I can also put like keep, and it's gonna make another tag. It's gonna be easier for like find a weapon that you actually use more frequently. That's what I think. Let's go down here. I put like this character inventory. I put 3 items because like it's the same as normal in-game. So if I like put 3 items on my inventory, it's gonna stack up in a line of 3. So it's the same in my game. I will not show it, but it's the same. This button I think is like mostly useless. Mostly find like useful. Like you see on my titan, I have all this item. If I click it, it's gonna pull them all on my titan and like clear all my postmaster. I don't actually use it at all, but you're free to use it. This is farming mode. On the 3 dots, it's gonna be farming mode, and basically what you do is that when the postmaster is close to be full, to avoid like wasting items that they go like demolished, you can like use farming mode, and they're gonna like put in your inventory, then in your like deposit. Community perks, we have like, oh, this one is really important. So I don't know if you know, but on the game you can actually read what exotic do, even on like weapons, I think, I do believe, yeah. So let's go on something that is like, oh yeah, Synthesepts. Synthesepts are really good. You can see what Bungie said about them. So when you're surrounded, you get increased melee damage, blah blah, and then what the community actually tested. So we know that they give you 35 handling, 35 reload speed. They give you 165% increased melee damage and 100% increased glaive damage, and 50% super increased damage. That is really good. And you can do this on all exotic, like, you wanna go Chris? You know this. And that's how we checked everything. This is a wish list. Okay, so I have none, because like, I know perks in games, but like you can activate them. I don't really suggest it. I just really suggest you to like learn perks and what is good and what is bad. Like what you're gonna do, we can do like, I'll try. Okay, I activate Voltron wishlist. I don't really find it like good, but you can see what it's doing is like putting a thumbs up on perks. But as you can see on mounted up, it's saying wrong ones, because it's suggesting me to use spike grenades and linear compositor. That is bad, because we know that on micro missile grenade launchers, right, we know that less blast radius we have, the more damage we do. So hard launch and implosion rounds are better instead of like spikes and this. So that's explained. You can even make your own wishlist. I don't really know how to do it. We had a wishlist in our clan for a bit, but we didn't like update it so much. So this is maximum course. This is important when you like, we're gonna use for loadouts to optimize armor and to have like really good stats. The more cores you put, the more like it's gonna be a faster load to actually find the stats and apply them. Don't put too much because it's gonna like burn your PC, I think. So that's it for like the settings part. My most frequently asked question is, why do I have all white armors on like Hunter and Warlock? On Titan I'm a lazy because I don't actually use it. So the simple question is, when you have items in your other characters, like if I go into my inventory and I click loadout, Destiny will take my weapons, my armors from the vault and equip it to me because they're in the vault. If I have those weapons on my other characters, like if I have this Vex Middleglass, let's put in an example, on my Titan. Okay, so now that is on my Titan. If I go and equip this loadout, you see this little question mark icon? Is because Destiny cannot like move weapons from other characters, but can move weapons from the vault. So what I do every time that I like swap characters is I have a loadout that I will show them that is just clearing all my bullshit and put it in the vault. And I do this for every characters. I do it for armors, but like armors is more like when I click a loadout and like I need to have space to have armors, and if I don't have enough space, the armors will not load up, so it's not good. Okay, now let's join into the loadouts page. Okay, as you can see, I have so many things, but let's start from the top. From the top, you have your loadouts in game. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 20. You have 20 loadouts, and with the 3 dots, you can like remove a slot. I will not do it. You can like load out details to see what the loadouts have. You can equip loadout, you can edit name and icons really faster instead of like pressing those arrows like to swap icons or press W. And you can save this at a dim loadout. We will see what is it like later. You can share the loadout. As you can see on all of my videos, I have like dim links in the bio. So you can like, if you want to try the build, you can like click the dim and it's gonna load up here and you can equip it. And you can clear this slot. That is not possible in game. I don't know why, but it's not possible to clear a loadout in game. So let's start from my first 2 loadouts. On Hunter and Warlock, I have this loadout that is clear things. What is it? Is have this mark that I don't remember the name. It's okay, and a space because in the alphabetic rules, I think. This mark and a space is like always going on top. Like even I did this to have like this loadout on top, but this mark and a space will always go on top, so that I know that if I go into my inventory and it's gonna be like close to be here and easier to find and easier to apply. So what is this loadout? I just simply took white armors from the collection. You can like grab it from, I believe, and like probably leveling. Yeah, leveling. You can grab them. You can even put greens, like they don't really care. And I just equipped them, and I made this loadout with them. So even green ammo, green guns, but you can put whatever you want. The most important things is that you have like the name, and the ability is 2 things: move others away. What does it do? If I equip a bunch of loadouts, okay, I have 10 guns in my inventory, but if I apply this loadout, you'll see what it's gonna equip the items and start clearing my characters. It's pretty simple, pretty good. So that's why we use move others away. So it's gonna equip this and move everything away. We don't really need to care. I have another build that is essential. I call it essential, but like it is a silly name. They have to have like my most used weapon, like weapons that I always use. That's my Gizmo. Volpecula is my like, I always shoot the loot when I do something. Electronym is good if I don't have ammos for like Gizmo, so that I can rock and jump. Ergosome is good. This is another shoot loot weapon for like shoot loot. We love shoot loot. Eager Edge Sword for skating. Vortex is the best heavy attack skate weapon. And Silent Claw for lightweight, because Eager Edge on lightweight is the attack that like launch you the farthest, so we like it more. And I have my Transverse Steps loadout that it's kind of outdated, as you can see from the stats, and you have the same two things: move others away. So when I equip this loadout, what I do is I'm gonna put all the weapons to my inventory, equip them, and then remove the white ones from my inventory. As you can see, it's removing all the white ones. So I have this, and these are all loadouts that I use, so it's okay to have them. So we saw these two loadouts that I really use. They're like, I found them useful. So you can like choose to not do it, but it's up to you. So let's go up here. As you can see, I have like saved loadouts. Let's go into Solo Bog. Okay, so these are my Solo Aetion loadouts, like kind of outdated, but like because we have PSE Athena, it's not gonna use it that big anymore. But I have like a folder. So what is this folder and how I do it? Simply, when you like doing loadouts, you can do hashtags on it, and it's gonna create a folder with the name that you had after the hashtag. And if you apply the same hashtag to all the loadouts, you will make a folder. That is pretty useful. Like we can do it one now. If I put like hashtag, you see I have so many things, but like I can do create one YouTube video and 111. Okay, just for like example. And you see I have YouTube video with this loadout. It's pretty useful. Another things that I know, thanks to YZ, the special thanks, is that you can like you put your name in, whatever, put your name, and to still create a folder you can use notes, and I say that you put YouTube videos notes, you would save, and it's still gonna have like the YouTube video, but name of the loadout is gonna be 111 without having the hashtag on in the front. Let's see how to make a perfect set loadout. So I don't know if you saw this loadout, it's have really good stats, like 100, 100, 100, 100, 75. How can I achieve these stats? Like, okay, I farm really high stats hammer in the game, but I'm not doing all the math to get to these perfect elite stats. So what we can do? So let's actually do it right here. Like, wait, let me do like this. Okay. Or maybe let me find something that has really bad stats. Okay. This loadout has really bad stats, so let's try to fix them and to make it like a good build. So in my suggestion, what is it? Like, what am I doing? So I want to do a DPS build. So what I do is I create a loadout that I want in game. So let's try to do Anarchy, Conspiracy Home damage. That it's gonna be good. And we're gonna use Sanguine Alchemy as an exotic because I had it. So what I do is actually I just create my loadout. So just do it really fast. Probably like this is probably gonna be good loadout. It's not gonna be the best loadout you can do, but like I did it really fast. I have my weapon all like set up. Yeah, let's use good artifact we can use. So when you're doing damage with Anarchy or Conspiracy Unit, you can actually use two different artifacts. Like the first one is Layered Baron. You have a weaken clear because you can weak the boss with Anarchy since it's a grenade launcher, and do damage with Conspiracy. That is good, but you can also use like Hunter's Journal. That is really good because he has Shield Crush, Sniper Meditation. That is gonna be, I think, around 20% more damage increased on your sniper. But let's keep up. So now we need armor mods. So on a damage loadout, what we do is actually have one Radiant Light to have +1 on our armor charge for us and our teammate. That is actually good. And we can do 2. It's super fun to have like Well of Radiance last longer, or at least try to have it. Is a damage loadout, so we want to swap 2 weapons fast. That's my point of view. So since I do not have like space for anything else, we can like, this one is gonna be good, okay? It's not gonna be perfect. I don't really care. Let's go on like, on this one you put like the damage on the boss. When you don't know what resist to put on a boss, just go with 1 concussive. I get 1 melee. And then you go to the damage you think the boss is doing to you. It's, I don't know, let's put arc for this one. Oh yeah, don't put this, don't look at this empty socket. Dim will do it. Now we're gonna put our like surges, because if you put less than 3 surges on a damage loadout, you're not doing damage. And what we do is like 1 arc weapon surge because anarchy, and 2 stasis weapon because like 1 arc is gonna be 10% and 2 is gonna be 17% or 17.5. I don't really remember. And then we're gonna do on like our class item, and we're gonna put time dilation, and purple attraction is actually really good and always good to like when you pop your rift you get like orbs. So we actually made our loadout.
Unfortunately, from this moment my recording started lagging, because like when Dim is like doing his stuff, he uses part of the PC, so it started using your performance. And since I was recording like pretty good quality, it started lagging for a bit. So from now on I will re-explain the things that I do. Basically, when you finish the loadout, you need to check that here on equipped item you have everything correct that is the same as in game before we jump into optimize armors. If it's not the same, you click these 2 arrows that are spinning. By that is gonna re-update everything and equip you everything. After we check that everything is complete, we go into optimize armor. I will not do anything here. I will just show you what I did in that part. So basically, we are gonna see this left side of the screen. Every time you enter in a loadout, you can either get a cross in this right corner, or you will have pinned items. So what you do when you enter in this page, you click this X if you see it. If you don't see this X, that I don't have it, you go into pinned items and you remove everything. I will not do it, but just do it every time, because we want to like get new stats and don't use these armors because they're bad. And after you do that, you click this cross that we're gonna like rearrange the stats. And what we did on that loadout is that we wanted like prioritize weapon and super. Other stats doesn't matter. And remember to put health at the bottom and to deactivate it, because health is not good in PvE, we know that. By staying on this left side, I will explain you how the stat works. So basically we have this left side column of numbers and the right side column of numbers. This is like, as you can see, there is like these orange bars that are on the left and on the right. On the right is the max stats that you want, like there's no point to use it. And the other one is the left side, that is the minimum. So the minimum stats that we want. In this case, we want 200 weapon. So what you can do is like put the stat number that you want. So you just click 200 and then you go for the other numbers, the other stats. As you can see on super, there's this white bar. So you can, what you can actually do is like drag it and like here, but it's not gonna be precise. So what you can do is by staying on the bar that you want, you can double click on it and it's gonna drag to the perfect number for it. So from now on, the me of the past will continue talking and explain all the other things.
This is where the core part actually kick in. You see this timer, the more core you put, the faster it's gonna be. Okay, we finally load in. So as you can see, Tim went into 291 million combination in 3 minutes, like 172 seconds, close to be 3 minutes. So that's why it's taking so long, and it's because we have so many armors, and now we need to take all those armors because we don't really know what is needed and what is not. As you can see on this left, we have white bars. This white bar is what we can actually do. If after you put 200, we're not gonna see those white bars and like nothing, that means you cannot get to 200 weapons. So what I suggest you to put is like put 100 and see where the white bars goes. So as you can see on super, I have this white bar that goes from like, I think it's like 10, start with 10 because you can not go less, up to, we will see. So what we can do is like, we can do like this, but it's not gonna be precise and we don't like it. So what we can do is like, we can double click and it's gonna set it to 100. That is our max, and we only aiming for super and weapons. And yeah, it's gonna take a bit again. So now we have our result after all these seconds. As you can see from top of here, you can see your total stats and what stats you have on everything. But let's keep watching this left side. So what is this? Assume masterwork. This will assume that every armor you have will be masterwork to its max level. Then I don't know if you know about max masterwork, you get a plus 15 on exotics and a plus 15 even on legendary. So not sorry, yeah, plus 15 and plus 15 stats. On like, it's gonna be plus 5 on the 3 stats that are 0. In this case, like these 3 stats will get the plus 5. Artifice, it's an old thing. It's for old exotic armors that they have the artifice slots, that is a plus 3. It's kind of bad now. If we put none, it's not gonna count them, but like I'm gonna masterwork all these if I actually want to put that in my damage loadout, so I put exotic. On this, we have the exotic armor. Like we create our loadout in game, so we don't actually need to like select exotic, but you can actually create a loadout from 0 into them. It's gonna be the same, but I think it's like more time waste, so I don't really suggest you to. Here we have our set bonuses that now are really important. Like if I want to have the loadout with 4 Atheon's memory pieces, I can select it and select it as a set bonus. I will not do it because it's gonna like load again or everything, but I can actually do it before like clicking here, and it's gonna like use only these pieces on and not everything that I have. As you can see here, there's nothing close to my light level, but I think, yeah, you see this here, this loadout is using 2 lustros, I don't really know how to pronounce it, pieces, so we will have this perk, and I have like many of these, so yeah. But let's keep here. Here we have our mods that we put already in game, so it's already done. One important thing, I suggest you to like not include the font mods. I don't really like it to include fonts mod, so just don't, and calculate that like you can actually see mods, what they're gonna do. So if you go on a super font, you said the one mod is gonna give us 20 super stats, 42 and 53 mods. We're gonna use 2, so we know that on our 140, another 40 will be added on that stats. I will count them, so even on searches you can do that, like, as you can see. You can know everything on them, like deep analyze everything. And always mark these, automatically add stats mods that are these ones. So as you can see, I have stats mods, but if I remove them, team don't really care. They're gonna put like, you see here I have a super mod, and it said this mod was added automatically to improve the stat, because like we don't actually need these mods, and Team will take care of them. Here we have our subclass that we already made in game, but you can actually customize it, and you can actually see what it do. Like, I don't know, Amber of Torches, Amber of Benevolence, everything, what it do, with a community explanation. What I do after Team like is dropping all these loadouts that are like, oh my god, a ton. what I do is like go a bit and search for something that have already some masterworks on it. So I can see that more loadouts have 2 masterworks. That are my Sangonaki and my boots. But actually, I think I can find something that has like 3. You see, this has 3 masterworks. So it's gonna cost me less. And here has like a set bonuses, so it's quite good. But yeah, I'm fine with it. So that's kind of back on top. And after we find a loadout that we are actually fine with it, we can or save the loadout, compare with the loadout that we have equipped, but I don't really care, or we can equip it. So by clicking equip, you will see this box on the right, and it's gonna apply everything to guns, subclass, mods, and everything, artifacts, on our new armor pieces. So you see, these are new armor pieces, and Dim is actually loading them up. Even the style is gonna load. Dim is close to finished. It's applying my styles. I will let you see what happened when he finished. And yeah, now our loadout is actually equipped, and it's gonna be green, and we like green. And our stats are in game. You see 200, 140, and our pieces that we choose up. So what we can do now is like go and masterwork everything. I will not do it because like I don't really need this loadout, but you can do it, and you can do everything and then go and save it. Now let's see how we can save a loadout in the game. So let's say that this loadout is actually good for us, and we wanna like save it into the game because like 20 slots are not enough for our builds. So we need to like save them on the game so that we don't need to like do that optimize armor stuff again and again. We can actually save the loadout in the game by saving the loadout, and it's gonna save everything, like literally everything. You can set a name. Remember the like exclamation point goes like in front of everything. It's okay to have a good order on your loadouts. And I have so many of mine. Most of them are like outdated. Like I don't use it actually. Like there are barely 23 loadouts. Like if I go into this, oh my god, what is this? It's just in old armors. Like let's say that like this is a whole loadout that I made like in I believe in 2024 with old armors. As you can see, I have like 100 health. That was the old 100 resilience, and this loadout is kind of bad. Like I will not use it. What we can do is we can delete it from Dim, and it's gonna go away. Like we don't actually need those loadouts. Dim have an infinite loadout space. I have 53, but I believe that there are people with like 200. I don't actually need it. You see, there is like even those pop-ups, missing items on loadouts that like I don't even use anymore. Like, what is this build? I never use this build, so we can actually delete it. And there's so many things that you can see from top of here, and if you click, there are gonna be problems in them, and you can actually fix them or like delete them. We can import loadouts. So as you know, under my videos there's always a YouTube link that goes to my YouTube video, like where I show my loadouts, like everything from subclass and everything. But if you want to be faster, you can actually take my link and or open it on the web, because you can actually use Dim on your browser too. Like you can open in Dim, it's gonna ask you to log in. Or what you can do, if you can actually copy and go into import loadouts and paste, and it will like paste the loadouts, and you can actually save it, you can equip it. What else you can do? So let's put an example that I take someone else. I go into Wyzik video, and yeah, as you can see I have the link. Make sure to not grab a space or more, just that is end on the letter. Click Ctrl C. We import loadout, and yeah, we have Wyzik loadout that you use for Sanctified. As you can see, oh my god, you use so many names. Like you put prismatic icon, season things. He even used notes and everything. I will not do that, of course. I think it's a waste of time, but like, what we can do is, you see this gray weapon? We can actually click and choose our weapons. I don't have this weapon, but I know that he's using a lightweight sword, so I can actually click on it and search for my Sullen Claw. That I don't see it, but there is a search bar, so I can like search. Okay, now we have on the armors. What we can do is actually click this icon and go pick armor, and we can actually see what that loadout is. So we know that this loadout is running, so he probably went for like, I don't know, so many like every stats you can possibly use, like 100 on everything probably. Maybe 100 on super is probably the most important. I don't really know. So what we can do is like when dim is loading, we can like put 100 on everything and let dim load. Okay, so as you can see, dim loaded, the WYSIWYG loadout, and we can actually see this white bar like goes up for weapons, for super, for something. I think on this loadout probably weapon is gonna be the better choice, but I don't really know. And I can double click, like 2 clicks, and it's gonna go at the end. And then we have all our options that you, as you can see, have so many. We have his mods, so we don't have to like go and see what mod he's using and everything. We have his subclass and everything. We can equip it, and it's gonna be in game, or we can save the loadout. And I saved my loadout, and if I go in loadout, as you can see, in Garden of Salvation, I have this. Let's watch other things that team can do. On our inventory, if you click on the 3 dots, we can actually like get to our loadouts really fast. I use this on my characters to like clear fast. This is the clear loadouts. I will not like let apply, but we can do it. We can like create loadouts. We can do fast things. You can drag weapons, and it's gonna get into your inventory. As you can see, I got my mounted up in my inventory. We can deposit weapons. No more mounted up because it's in my vault. We can click on weapons like mint, and we can actually see everything. Like if we go on bait and switch, we know that bait and switch lasts 10 seconds, blah blah blah, 30%, all the stats, everything. We can go to Light GG if we wanna, I don't know, check something, and we can see all the main retrograde that we have. I think it's gonna like only show our tier 5 main retrograde, so it's not gonna be all of them, but it's okay. And you can see this compare button. This compare button actually is up here too, and if you click compare, it's gonna pull every weapon that we have is the same. Here, let's do it with like something I have all issue. With a shotgun, I have more, so we can actually see what is good, what is not. I have this one that is like even shiny, we can say, and they have like the pack I want, so I can actually like click an X here, and it's gonna like leave it here, or we can go back and I can actually tag this item with what I want, lock the item, and it's gonna even lock in game. Wait, so I unlock it, now it's locked, and I can pull it to me, and now it's locked in my inventory. You see it's locked. What else we can do is we can go to vendors. I don't know if you want to check what we can see what weapons they're selling. We can go to test average and like check the averages. As you can see here in progress is the ranks of like vendors. If you want to check it really quick, if something need to like to be reset really fast, you can like check your like quest. Don't mind mine, I don't really do quests. You can go on records and like see your triumphs or your titles, your triumphs. I'm not a title and a triumphs person, so another funny things, you can put like course into the vault, or like this type of things. Many things can go into the vault, like phantoms, they can go into the vault. Even sparrows, they can go into the vault. I think that's it for the video. I think I explained everything and show like close to everything. Sorry if my English was not good, if I messed up many words. Thanks for watching and bye bye.